Hello, it's Doug from Behind Closed Doors, and today I'm going to be looking at a video by Aarron Lambo called You're No Less of a Dad. Let's get into the video.
Happy Father's Day to me.
Happy Father's Day to you, mate.
Happy Father's Day to you.
Thank you very much.
This is Appreciation Day for all the dads out there that can't see their kids. Today of all fucking days. Maybe today of all fucking days you've got a flight to catch. Maybe today of all fucking days you've got work commitments. Maybe today of all fucking days you...
It's very difficult for me to watch this and to listen to this because I kind of just block everything out. But I can kind of see where he's going with this.
You've had all of your father's rights stripped from you from that shit organisation known as CAFCAS, and you're going through the process with the family courts.
Fuck. Well, I'd say to that... Sorry, I'm just going to compose myself. Well, what I would say to that is it's not just a father's right to see their child. It's also a grandparent's right to see their grandchildren. It's an auntie or an uncle's right. It's a family's right to have a family. But most importantly, it's a child's right to see their parent and their family. And I would speak... And CAFCAS are a sexist, child-abusing organisation. It's illegal what they're doing. They're criminals. For those of you who don't know, CAFCAS is the child-abusing organisation that makes recommendations to the family court telling them who the children should and shouldn't spend time with. And this isn't me just name-calling. I'm being very precise with my words. Child-abusing organisations like CAFCAS will use a sexist matrix like the Bernardo's Children's Charity one. Yeah, Bernardo's Children's Charity. That will specify sexist criteria in their assessment. And the reason why I call them a child-abusing organisation, which is the most apt term I can think of, is because that's what they facilitate. They protect, cover up and recommend child torture. They have various different Machiavellian techniques for this. So if a mother has committed domestic violence and child torture by way of coercive controlling behaviour and Munchausen's by proxy, as an example, if child abuse occurs and the mother says the father did it and the father says no, the mother's actually doing it and using me as a scapegoat, what they will say is, oh, mother has concerns about father. Making the same accusations, they will say that mother has concerns about father. And they will say that father is speaking badly of mother. But there's no formal investigation. And if you go to the police or child safeguarding, they'll both say it's being dealt with in family court, which is kept behind closed doors. And in the family court, perpetrators of domestic violence and child abuse are protected. So when you think of parental alienation, I know a lot of people point the finger at the alienator, usually the other parent. And that is true. The other parent is evil, but they shouldn't be allowed to commit their criminal act. They shouldn't be allowed to exert evil. The system that is set up is designed to protect perpetrators of child abuse, which is why you have situations like Baby P. And then after a baby dies, everyone points the finger at the other organisations because nobody wants responsibility or accountability. So a tyrannical organisation like the family court will come in and make orders telling you who you can and can't see, but they don't want the responsibility that's associated with that because they don't want the accountability of their poor decision making. And they'll say that, oh, well, we can't talk about these issues because children are involved. But that's just, again, it's a lie. The reason why they don't want to talk about the orders that these judges are making is because they're paid professionals that make huge amounts of money. It's a huge entire industry. And they all make the money out of child abuse. There's no other clear way of saying it. There's going to be a family court reform, and at some point in the future, everyone in the family court is going to have to answer to their crimes. And it will be like the Nuremberg defence. It will be, I was just doing my job. I was just doing what I was paid to do. I was just doing what people told me and what the system said. Well, when a system is evil, you profiting from it doesn't make you any moral, and it's no excuse. A little bit of a rant there.
Don't feel guilty, don't feel sad, don't feel negative, don't feel angry when you're watching other fathers out there.
Well, that's an important point, because a lot of men do end up killing themselves.
On social media, posting pictures of them and their kids.
Yeah, you can't really compare one person's story to another person's story. I think I've been to court about 15 times, and I've seen so much horrific things happen to my children. And if I didn't care about them, then it wouldn't bother me. I'd just fuck off. But because I do care about them, I've spent years fighting for them. Some parents are great parents no matter what happens, and some parents are shit parents no matter what happens. You have good and bad. And we're living in a society at the moment that says all women and mothers are great and all men are fucking dickheads. And it's complete bollocks. Just watching Jeremy Kyle for a little bit will tell you that. You might be fighting in family court all this time, and I know people this has happened to. You'll be fighting in family court, and it turns out they're not even really your child after all. You got to get that DNA test in there, because they lie about that as well. They lie about everything, and they get away with their criminal acts. And it's criminal because it's coercive controlling behaviour, and it's a form of gaslighting, reputation destruction, and even physical violence. They'll let them get away with physical violence. They don't care. It's unbelievable what happens. And they get away with everything because they're a mother, and a mother would never do anything wrong. And of course we all know that's a load of fucking bullshit. There are good fathers and there are evil fathers, and there are good mothers and there are evil mothers. But nobody seems to like to pay attention to that. It's crazy.
Doesn't mean you're any less of a dad.
No, I'd say you're more of a dad. Like going to court, I went to court 15 times. And it was over a period of years. It's a long, drawn-out process, and that was just to respond to everything. That wasn't even me putting in an application. What I wanted was a peaceful mediation outside of court, but mediation in the family court is classed as molestation. This is how they get around it. And molestation means to annoy or to inconvenience. So all a mother has to say is, it's inconvenient for me to see the father, therefore the father never gets to see the children again. I think there's a lot of people that haven't been to family court that think that, oh, well, you must have done something if you can't see your children. They wouldn't just take your kids off you for no reason. Oh, yes, they fucking would. I've spoke about this in other videos, and what a lot of it has to do with what the resident parent claims to emotionally feel about interacting with you. And this is where the big lie in family court is, because they say everything's based on the welfare of the children. But we all know that's a load of bollocks. It's based on what the resident parent claims to emotionally feel. The feelings of the perpetrator that's initiating parental alienation is more important than the feelings and the well-being of the children. And people like Judge Judy have spoke out about this all the time. And in the videos I've done recently with the Amber Heard thing, if they had kids together, she'd have done exactly the same thing, because the Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing is exactly the same thing as what goes on in family court, except for what goes on in family court is a lot more sad, tragic, and a lot more violent.
What you're doing is you're showing that you are prepared to do whatever it takes to provide for your kids. You are prepared to do whatever it takes to give your kids a fucking future. You are prepared to do whatever it takes to show your children that your love is unconditional. Be proud of yourself. I'm proud of myself. I can't see my children today.
Mate, I'm so sorry to hear that, and I can't either, and I know how you feel. And yeah, you can throw yourself into work, but also, and you can work on, what things are going to be when there's light at the end of the tunnel and you are able to get to see them again. Again, looking at the Johnny Depp thing, it took him 6 years. It took him 6 years just to be able to say, actually, I haven't done anything. She was the fucking abuser. So eventually the truth will come out. It's just whether everyone's going to be alive, because anything could happen between now and when they turn 18 or whatever the age is for when you can see them again. You could die, they could die in a random accident, and never see them again. And when you're experiencing parental alienation, it's like an ongoing living bereavement. Next to seeing your children tortured, being separated from them while you know they're being tortured for money is the most soul-destroying thing that there is. And to think that the whole society supports it, from the child abusing police to the child abusing family courts on Kafkas, from separating children from their parents and torturing them. It's like the Matrix, you get very red pill over it. It's not the world that you thought you knew.
I would love to, but I can't. But that's okay. You don't have one day of the fucking year to show your love. That just means when you next get to spend time with your children, you go all out and you make it memorable. I'm fucking proud that I'm prepared to do whatever it takes, and it fucking shows. I'm proud that I'm the dad that I never had.
Bless him. That was a very emotional and heartfelt video, and I wish him all the best. And what a great dad, eh? Happy Father's Day. Hello, my name is Doug, and I've created a video tutorial called What to Message a Girl for Online Dating Success. The reason why I've created this product is to help those men out there who are dating online but are not getting the replies or getting the dates that they desire. My product will teach you what to message a girl, what not to message a girl, when to message a girl, how to respond when you're not sure what to write, what to do if she doesn't reply, how to get her phone number, and how to communicate to get online dating success. If you're getting matches and no success, this product is for you. It's what you need to do today to start getting success with your matches. I'll also be talking about other issues such as how to spot red flags, identify time wasters, to stay out the friend zone, how to deal with ghosting, simmering and icing. Not only will I be giving you exactly what you need, copy and paste, I'll also be explaining to you the reason why I'm writing what I'm writing so you can understand the psychology and know what behaviours to look out for and which ones to avoid. This product is packed with value. I've tried to cram as much as I can into a short amount of time as possible while being the most informative. If you're a man and you're confused and frustrated with what to text with online dating, this product is the solution for you to get more dates in less time. Click the link in the description box below to buy the product and change your dating life forever.